of the band, or like origin of us as people?
Origin of the band.
I mean, really, the band sort of formed when me and you got together, and we got together. You know, as you do. And when two men get together,
I was going to say,
they can make a baby.
Well, making music is like making
That's how we got made. So me and Cal met, like you say, you know, on skate parks of Lincoln, like many years ago, and then we ended up meeting a few years later when I think like you were 16, I was 17 or something, and you came to my sixth form and you had an acoustic guitar, and that was it really. We just started, you know, you bond over that sort of thing when you play guitar, and we needed I was in another band that was really bad, and we needed a bass player, and I said to Cal, "Oh, can you play bass?"
I lied.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah."
Yeah, I still lie today.
So that's kind of like the origin, really, you know, of how, like, where we started. It was just, you know, trying to have fun, and I think that's kind of what it's all about. I think we've always, you know, I mean, all three of us have got, you know, like an innate connection to music, and that's why you do something like this. And obviously in Lincoln, you know, there's not really a foundation for people to do things like that. You have to really go against the grain to do it, and it makes it really difficult. But you know, you find a way when you love it. Even when we were living in Lincoln, we used to travel to Leeds and Sheffield, like mostly. And that's where we played because there was more stuff happening.
Yeah.
And sort of in that pursuit, you know, we moved to Sheffield and lived there for a little bit, trying to make it work. It didn't work, and so we then moved to London. Went to uni there.
How does Mason come into the picture, apart from being birthed by one of you?
So Mason comes into a picture when when my phone is there.
Oh my god, okay, so bad, that's so bad. Okay, so
We actually had a gig set up at a place called the Fortress, and we played the last ever night of this famous punk venue.
Yeah.
Like Wolf Alice had played there and stuff
They
like
used
that.
to use it as a rehearsal.
Yeah, and it was crazy. And we had a gig, and
We had
to
to find
find
a
a
drummer
drummer.
on the Friday or something, didn't we? We didn't have a drummer.
No, on the Monday we didn't have a drummer. Yeah. So then Mason would take over because then he was there.
Yeah, and then I see Callum and our former guitarist. They were both asking for people if they were drummers, because obviously they wanted a drummer, and then I heard them and I was like, you guys need a drummer? And they thought it was some sort of psychic miracle, but it was just, they were just a bit loud.
Yeah.
And then we did a rehearsal, didn't we? It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good. And actually, I remember one of the main things that I liked about you, Mason, was because you knew we had a gig, like on the weekend, you were there with your fucking notepad, writing down all the bits, and I was like,
writing my charts.
I was like, this guy gets it. Yeah.
That's like,
I was doing small jobs.
Yeah, you might as well.
Are you pretending writing?
I was like, oh my god, lads, look, this guy's taking notes. He's just drawing cats.
in an Etch-a-Sketch we would take it. That's like me. I brought when I had the first practice, I brought a guitar, hoping that they would let me play guitar instead of bass.
Yeah.
So anyway,
He did. We were like, we've got a guitarist.
on this hot pursuit of this this famous venue's gig, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, right, we nailed the set.
Fortress.
Like, one practice is going to go well, and we played a blinding set to about 5 people. Was it?
Oh, it was more than that.
There was loads of people.
Almost everyone was wearing a dress.
There was about 4 people there.
Yeah.
They were queuing up for the toilets just to fucking...
That's including us.
They were queuing up for the toilets, weren't they? Just to go to the toilet.
Yeah. The thing is, we ended up being, it was supposed to be 3 bands playing, we ended up being the only bands playing. So everyone else pulled out, and we're like panicking for this gig on the fucking Monday. We've not got a drummer. We managed to build the whole fucking band, like, from scratch at that point.
Do you mind talking why the band became 3-piece over 4-piece? Is that off the record?
No, it's not off the record. I mean, Charlie, we kind of got to a point where we were just doing different things musically, and he's gone off to do his own, project and that. It's kind of as simple as that, really. But when it first happened, it felt very like we were like, okay, we need to get a new guitarist. but we had gigs booked in anyway, so we carried on playing. And at first it felt like we felt very naked, you know. But then actually we kind of enjoyed being naked.
Yeah, we do enjoy being naked.
Yeah,
It was good. It was bad.
and so yeah, because the thing is, before that point, we were kind of doing a sort of wall of sound thing. You know, we were going for loud, and that, you know, that's what we were doing. But after that, we kind of went for a less is more approach, and that ended up bleeding into sort of everything from, you know, the songs to the arrangements to the production to everything. Less is more is like our mantra.
And how do you think being from Lincoln's influence is a band?
Quite a lot, actually.
I don't know.
I think it only. To put it bluntly, I think it doesn't necessarily influence us in the way that you would think when we sit down and go, right, let's write a song about Skellingthorpe Road. Like, we don't, like, we sort of, it influences from the start because we knew we had to get out, because at the time there was no gigs, so we were literally going around knocking on doors asking people to give us gigs when we were younger, and no one would even do it because we didn't play covers. So the influence that Lincoln has on us is the influence of get out and do it yourself sort of attitude.
If I could like do it again, like with the kind of experience that I have now, I definitely in my early teens I would be in a covers band, because you kind of learn your chops playing live, and you can't, like, not round here anyway, it's so difficult to play your own stuff live, and then, you know, when you're just starting and you're not even old enough to get into a pub, you know, like, yeah, so just do covers. I don't know, that's kind of what that would. But then we kind of did covers like back in the day. You remember? We used to get in the practice room.
We played Angel Shed one time.
We did. We played.
Main room.
What was that? We played a Stroke song. We played a really fucking like.
We played. I think we played a block party tune.
Maybe we did.
I think we played like.
It would have been a fucking helicopter. Yeah.
Oh, they should have done Positive Attention.
I think
Did we do a Stone Roses tune?
Yeah, we used to do. Oh my god, no.
We did a Stone Roses tune.
Not,
Was it I Am the Resurrection?
No,
what's the
it's a really simple song.
Want to Be Adored?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I played that when I was younger.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I remember we played that show as well, and I went to speak to my mates after. I was like, "Oh, what do you think?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, that I Want to Be Adored was really good." And I was like, "Oh, was it?"